Hello and welcome. It's a wonderful Wednesday. I'm being joined by a very special guest today, as I am on every Wednesday. You're watching the William Street Swap Shop. You can call in at 413-961-4263. We are live, and you can email us at williams.swap@gmail.com. I normally start off the show shaking hands with my co-host Matt, and we are smiling together and happy to be with each other. But on Wednesdays, Matt is very busy. He has other prior obligations, and he unfortunately cannot be here. Our top executives at the network said, you know what, that's not possible. If you want to do the show on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you have to start doing Wednesdays too. And I thought, well, Wednesdays are always wonderful to me. You're halfway through the week. A lot of people call it hump day because you're humping over the week. And we're on a hump day, and it's a wonderful Wednesday. So I bring on guests, I bring on coworkers, I bring on outsiders. And today I'm being joined by a coworker, a colleague, but not just someone who works at Adult Swim, but I think someone who's a much more talented individual in the art world. I'm being joined by Tori Cook. Tori, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Have you
Thanks
been
for
on
having
any
me.
of the streaming shows before?
Only like once or twice,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
So you're probably a new face, if not.
Pretty new, yeah.
Right. I'm a familiar face. People see me and they think we've seen him before, but they haven't seen you. So what do you do here at Adult Swim, Tori?
Well, I'm a programming assistant, so in general, I'm helping put out schedules and make sure all of our acquired shows get to air okay. Basically.
Cool. I also just now noticed, I don't know why I've never noticed this before, but we have similar glasses.
Look how similar they are.
I think they're almost the exact same.
Yeah, Ray-Bans.
We could be twins.
Yeah.
Would you want to be my twin? Related to me? Probably not. It's okay, Tori. So you worked, how did you get the job here? How did you start? You have an interesting background.
Yeah, let's see. I started working here in 2012 as a T3,
right?
Popular program for post-college graduate people trying to get their foot in the door.
Right. For those watching, there is a T3 position posted online on Turner Jobs. It's like an apprenticeship, almost like a year-long internship. I started as a T3, and if you ever want to come hang out with us in Atlanta, apply for a T3.
Yeah, it was a great experience, and you really get to see a lot of different areas of the company,
right.
And I guess they liked me, so they kept me.
Great. Matt and I are working on a position. It's a swap 3 and S3.
S3.
Right. Someone just to come specifically work on our show for a year, and
wow.
we don't have the budget yet, but we're working on it. So something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
What did you do before you were a T3? You had an interesting. A lot of folks would recognize your work from some shows.
Maybe
television shows. You worked in the field.
Yeah. So I went to school for animation, 2D animation mostly, and out of school I started working for Augenblick Studios in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And they are known for, they did a season of Super Jail. They used to do a show on Comedy Central called Ugly Americans. They do a lot of music videos. They do a lot of stuff like that. So I worked there for 2 years. And after a while, I applied for a job down here, and I got it. So I moved down here. Yeah. But it feels like so long ago that all that happened. I mean, I was probably working there. I think I worked there 2010 to 2012, something like that, and I've been here since 2012, so feels like a long, long time ago.
Great. Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, my job's pretty different now, but back then I was working as an animator, so yeah,
you
it's
still
pretty
animate. You
different.
still work on projects.
Once in a while, yeah. I've helped out on a couple music videos. Adam Fuchs is incredibly talented, and I've helped him out on a few things,
right.
And but yeah, generally, I'll more than anything else, I help my husband with his movies. He's a director in his own right, and I'll help him produce or write. Mostly like short films.
A lot of award-winning. Not to be bashful about a lot of award-winning short films that we'll be watching shortly.
Yeah.
of a very classic film that has played at South by Southwest and other film festivals. Something to be very proud of, Tori. I'm just proud that you came on the show today.
Well, thanks for having me.
You're welcome, anytime. We will be getting to drawing. Tori and I just want to address the camera real quick. Tori and I have a big deadline. When I'm not doing the swap shop, I'm working on pitches, always pitching ideas. As you know, I have a drink pitch with Vin Diesel called Vinny D Light. I'm working on an Amazon Prime series called Lift Me Up, and I also want to say Tori and I are working on a children's book, and today we're going to start working on the cover of the children's book. We have some paper on our table, some paint, some pens, some pencils, and you will see our art unfold today. Tori is much more talented than me though, so I hope, Tori, I'm going to be leaning on you more for this project than myself, because how am I supposed to make this children's book cover in this deadline? We have a big meeting with Random House, big children's publisher, and it can't be random. It's got to be on the money.
Yeah.
So when you were an animator, did you go to school for it, or is it something you just naturally enjoyed doing?
Well, I went to school for it, and I guess I'm not sure. Is school necessary to go into animation? Is that sort of a question you're getting at?
Sure. Or what advice? I guess the next step is, what advice would you?
The best advice I could give an aspiring animator is to intern and try to seek out the jobs that like you'd maybe feel like you'd be a good fit at. And contact those companies and see if you can go work for them.
Right.
So.
And is that how you started?
Yeah, I did like a lot of internships at a lot of different smaller studios in New York, and
work your way up, and then before you know it, you're in charge of the company.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it works.
A friend in our Adult Swim chat just asked, did Augenblick do this pilot for Super Jail, or the whole series?
They did not do the whole series. I actually wasn't even there when they were working on it. I was there like right after they stopped working on it, but I believe they just did the first season. And then Titmouse is another huge studio in New York that a lot of my friends work for them. I think they did the rest of it.
Right.
So,
and they do a lot of Adult Swim shows.
They do, so
Venture
many.
Brothers, Super Jail, China, Illinois, Brad Neely's new show that he's working on.
They're just a powerhouse of animated content.
Well, before we get into designing our children's book cover here and creating art on a wonderful Wednesday, I'm just inviting the viewers, if you have any questions for Tori or myself, our ears are open, even though we have these earmuffs on. Our number is 413-961-4263. Tori, before we begin this, I think we should show a piece of your work real quick, just that people know that you're the real McCoy, you're the real deal. So let's take a look at your work, and then we will look. So, Crowhand is a film that you worked on.
Yeah, we have to talk about Crowhand now. You can't not talk about that after you see it.
And then we'll get into our art.
So my husband, Brian Lanano, he's a very talented director. He's always making new short films, and that was one that we did a couple summers ago. And it's after playing in a bunch of festivals, it's really started to take flight online, if you will.
I get it. It's because crows fly.
Exactly. Yes. But so I helped make that with Brian and our friend Blake Myers and the whole cast and crew on that. They're really talented, awesome people that love making movies. Right. So super grateful to everybody who helped out on it.
You helped write. I mean, it was a living experience, right? You
saw I suppose it's mostly a 2-page script, but you know.
But the story is you were walking in a parking lot.
Oh yeah, the impetus for the film, it says based on a true story in the beginning of it, and that is actually half true. I was in a parking lot with Brian, and he saw a weird crow-shaped object on the ground. And I said, "That's creepy. Don't pick that up." It really did look evil. It was like, it was like a little black crow thing that looked, like it might kill you or something. And he said, "What's the worst that could happen? What, my hand would turn into a crow or something?" And we laughed about it, and we said, that might make a funny movie. So
right, and it's gone on to win a lot of accolades. It played at South by Southwest. It's a Vimeo staff pick.
Yeah. I can't believe the present. How many eyeballs have been on Crowhand. It's
right.
pretty amazing. And I will say we have an even newer film that's on the festival circus right now. Oh,
it's
we
okay.
have a call?
Yes, we can. Hello, welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. It's a wonderful Wednesday. Tori, do you mind standing by while Tori finishes this statement, and then we'll get into your call? Hello? We'll keep talking about the film, and then when they decide to call in.
Yeah. So this new film is called Gwilliam, and it's a short film. Basically, the tag is that it's a love story between a man and a goblin, and what could go wrong with that?
Right.
So,
and that one's also picking up a lot of praise.
It is, yeah. It's going around festivals right now. It can't watch it online quite yet, but if you are in town in Atlanta, it'll be playing at the Atlanta Film Festival on Thursday and on Saturday. You can check it out there. But yeah, it's played at Slam Dance. It won an honorable mention in the Anarchy block there, so that's amazing praise for it. It just recently played at South by Southwest, so yeah, Gwilliam, I'm so proud of our little goblin. He's doing pretty well. So
I should say that if you are going to see it, and I apologize that I did not preface it, but if you're going to see it and you are a fan of PG humor like myself, it might be upsetting to watch the violence in Crowhand or what happens in Gwilliam, but I have to say it's a real work of art. And just to preface that, I think...
Yeah, you need to. In fact, the Thursday screening of Gwilliam actually has a disclaimer on it. I've heard that they're putting a disclaimer on it because of the content in it.
Really?
Yeah, so that's a new, high for us, I think. Is
That's great. Well, one thing I can disclaim is on the Swap Shop, we are friendly with each other, and no one hopefully will get their feelings hurt, and they will enjoy seeing your work.
Yeah. If you're a consenting adult.
Right. I think most people watching this have seen worse YouTube videos, so it's okay.
I hope so.
Well, the new film sounds amazing, and I highly urge if you ever hear about Gwilliam or if you see it up online, there's the poster for it right next to my head. It's This Is What You Wanted. This is the movie you need to go see. I promise you will be shocked and in for a treat.
Yeah, and one more thing about Gwilliam is that we actually had these barf bags made up. So that's another indication of how gross the film actually is. We've got a...
Has anyone gotten sick at any of the screenings yet?
No, I don't think anyone has actually thrown up, but if they do, please tell me about it. I want to know who barfed.
Who got sick?
Yeah.
And then we could put a hashtag up there.
Who got sick?
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Who's the illest of the ill? All right. Well, I think is the caller still with us? It doesn't sound like it. I apologize if you tried to call in. Please call back if you have a question for Tori. She has a lot of great answers. She's a really friendly person, and she's a very talented artist. And that's what we're about to get into right now. Let's make some artwork. If you want to see some examples of Tori's actual art, you can see she brought some prints in.
These are some paintings I've done for the past year or two.
I like
just
those
recently.
bunny rabbits.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
I just started selling them online, and this is actually the top seller. These little bunnies, they're going like hotcakes. So
and you sell them on Etsy?
I sell them on Etsy, yeah.
Okay.
So if you go to Victoria Cook Art, all one word on Etsy, you can find me there.
You love those little bunny rabbits.
They're my favorite, and I got this guy too. It's my favorite.
This is very talented artwork. When I look at this, I think, how did you make the brick wall look three-dimensional? And that rabbit looks so cute, just contemplating. I can't wait for that clock to turn 9 p.m. I'm going out to do mischievous behavior. But for now, I'm sitting under this rainbow and behaving myself.
Yeah.
It's great.
Thanks a lot.
And hopefully we can create something. You're welcome. and hopefully we can create something similar in the time we have today.
Yeah. Every time I make something and somebody reacts to it, I'm always like so humbled that like, oh wow, they like it too, or because I just draw and paint like what I like to do.
Right.
I don't, I don't know. So
Just
if somebody else
entertains
can
you.
connect to it, then I'm really happy.
Okay.
So.
What are some works that have inspired you, or that you look forward to?
Oh, well, I guess obviously I have an animation background, so anything, I get a lot of inspiration from animations, just all the shows I watched growing up when I was a kid, and I guess painters I really like right now. I really like, I like Gary Baseman a lot. He's probably one of my top favorite painters.
Okay.
He's known for, if you ever played that game Cranium, he did the art in Cranium.
Oh, yes.
He's had a couple shows too. He did a
Okay.
show for, I think, Disney called Teacher's Pet, and yeah, he's great. He's really talented, and
Wonderful.
yeah, I don't know, just inspirations like that.
Right, they come from everywhere. If you're not being inspired by art, you're being inspired by going on a walk and
Yeah.
the trees breathing, the wind
Yeah.
coming through.
You don't know when the
Ducks
next
swimming.
idea is going to come. You could be literally in a parking lot and a crow totem could be staring at you, and that's
Absolutely.
the idea.
And
So
it becomes a big hit.
yeah.
In the chat, someone asked, is the new film William, is that even more NSFW, which I believe stands for not safe for work, than the last one?
I would answer totes. Yeah,
Totes.
totes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's NSFW for sure. It's usually getting programmed in a lot of midnight blocks, just crazy blocks where the content can really be off the wall and offensive, and yeah, so.
Great.
Yeah, and you're right. I should have prefaced that before I started talking
No,
about
it's
it.
okay.
But,
I think people will be in for a treat. It is most definitely more NSFW than Crowhand.
Yeah.
So imagine that, if you will, if you've been joining us. And if you're just now tuning in, I'm sitting with Victoria Cook, who goes by Tori, who works here at Adult Swim as a programming assistant, but also does a lot of great art and films outside of work. And we're about to create some art. So let's begin.
Yeah, let's do it. Enough
I've
talking.
got a pen. I have just a regular Pilot G2 0.38 pin. This is what it looks like. It's a pin. It does a good job. You can unscrew it. It has a spring in there. I really like these. I used to take them out and it clicks. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start. And Tori, I'm not going to dictate. You do your thing and I'll
Yeah.
do mine, and we can take calls and people can ask us, yes, we are working on a children's book cover. Will it work out? We don't know, but we're going to find out today.
Yeah. So now the title of the book, did it have something to do with bears?
Yes,
or?
we're working on
Okay.
bears. You and I, we both love forest critters,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to distinguish it and be unlike any other thing we've seen. I'm a big fan of the band Bare Naked Ladies, so I'm thinking we could call it Bare
Me too, in all
Naked.
honesty. Yeah, they're one
Okay.
of my favorites.
So maybe we actually had this conversation before the show.
Mhm.
We're gonna call it Bare Naked. Should we call it Bare Naked Ladies?
Bare Naked. Yeah, but it's
Bare Lady-
BEAR Naked Ladies.
Bare Naked
So
Lady
maybe it's
Bears.
Bare Naked Lady Bears. So it's a group of lady bears.
Yes, that are in a band.
Yeah. They're not going to wear clothes,
Right.
but that's okay because they're animals.
Right.
You don't
see
need to.
nudity. It's not gonna
yeah.
be graphic.
Yeah. It's okay to do that in animation and
Okay.
kids books. So.
Good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can get away with animals
Yeah.
being nude, and it's okay. If I were to ever do the swap shop nude, though, it would not be okay.
Exactly, yeah.
So
There are
let's-
different standards for humans.
that's right. So I guess we'll just make some characters and we'll just sketch it out and see how it
Yeah.
ends up.
I'm not so good at drawing bears, but I'll do my best. I like to draw bunnies more,
Okay.
but
Well, maybe make a
know.
bunny that could be their manager.
yeah, I'll
the
do.
band manager.
Okay, I'll do a bunny that's their manager. Good call.
And I'm going to start on one of the bears. I'm not sure if I'm very good at drawing bears either. But I never say no.
Yeah, you gotta try. You'll never get better at drawing a bear if you don't ever try to draw the bear.
That's right. And why sit back and say, oh, I wish I could do art. It seems really cool. But why would I
Yeah.
ever? How would I get paid? Tori is here to prove that follow your dreams and you can do
Yeah,
whatever you'd like.
exactly.
Whether you're making art, movies, which are art to me, or if you're just hanging out with friends and you want to draw with each other, we invite you to do that.
Yeah. Do you have any dreams, Zach? Besides,
Yes, absolutely. My first dream was to host a streaming show, and now that I'm doing that,
Yeah. Or maybe the question is really, once you attain your dream, what happens? Do you have to make a bigger dream after that?
I think so. I remember reading actually an interview with our founder of Turner Broadcasting, Ted Turner.
Mm-hmm.
He said, always have big goals and dreams, because I'm going to move this up a little bit so you can see. Always have big goals and dreams.
That's a good bear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you never know when you actually accomplish one, you need to have another one lined up. So one of his biggest goals is saving the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's a tremendous goal. I don't know if my goal would be saving the planet. I would like to save the planet, but I don't know if I'm, again, right now in my current state, could I save it? I don't think so. I'm not a superhero.
Yeah, that's a lot for one person to do.
Right.
In fact, one person can't save the world. It has to be all of us working together.
It's a big enough goal that you can always be chasing it.
Yeah.
This bear is playing a bass. It's a bear on a bass guitar. And fix that. Tori, do you believe in any cryptozoological animals like Bigfoot or Mothman?
I myself haven't seen any evidence for, personally, like
Right.
I haven't seen, a Bigfoot or, I haven't seen any tracks or any creatures in the woods myself personally, but I wouldn't rule it out. Like, it could happen.
Yeah.
We might be able to find a Sasquatch one day. There are creatures that have just escaped our,
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. But one I really like I like the idea of the Jersey Devil. I really don't think it's real, but I like
Right.
the idea of that one, so.
The Jersey Devil. That's too scary for a children's book, so we will not draw it.
Yeah.
Visk is asking if he can have the finished result of today's art. It might be something
Yeah.
we will swap for on the swap shop.
Yeah. But exactly. I can't just give it away without something of equal or lesser value,
Right.
personally.
There's a bear, naked lady bear, and we have our first caller. Welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. You're live with Zach and Tori. It's a wonderful Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
I am having a wonderful day. It is a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you, Zach.
Great, you're welcome. Your voice sounds familiar. Who is this?
Oh, man, it's Decree, dude.
Decree, that's what I thought, but our phones sometimes put filters on people's voices, just like social media filters.
It's totally cool. I just figured I'd call in today, just say hi. And
definitely.
Tori, I definitely like your art, your work. You're very talented.
Thank
I
you.
also to draw bunnies, and it made me happy. And I was like, you said that your bunnies were selling like hotcakes, and I was like, you should make like a hotcake bunny.
That's a great idea. Like a bunny serving hotcakes, or a bunny that is also hotcakes.
That is like a hotcake, like hotcake bunny.
So it's hotcakes.
I don't know.
Maybe here, let's draw some hotcakes that are
Well,
also.
yeah,
I'll make your request come true.
Oh, you're awesome. You're awesome.
No problem. Thanks for calling us.
Yeah, so what's up,
Of
Decree?
course.
What's going on with you?
I was gonna go sideways today, but I was just not feeling it. I'm sitting on my butt and watching the swap shop.
Great. Are you having a
Figured I'd call in
wonderful...
today.
Is it being wonderful for you today?
It has been wonderful. Having a good morning, just hanging out.
Okay.
Doing good. I'm actually celebrating. It's my 3rd week of not smoking cigarettes. I quit
wow.
smoking.
Hey.
So
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
That's wonderful.
Are you edgy or are you past that?
Oh, I've passed it. It's weird, though. I've been having cigarette dreams where I'll have, a night, I'll buy a pack in my dream, and I don't know if I'm smoking them or not, but then the next night I'll have another dream, and I'll find the pack of cigarettes, and I'm like, wait, I remember buying these cigarettes, the night before. And it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I still have dreams that I'm in school and I'm running late to a class, or I haven't been to my class in the whole semester, and I, for some reason, forgot to go to it and that I'm going to be late to the class. But I think, wait, no, I've already completed that class.
School dreams, those dreams I feel like are common, but those ones I always feel like are the worst, especially if you went to like different schools. Have you ever had ones where dreams kind of mold into like different schools, and different people in different places? It's just kind of one mesh. It's, I don't know, weird.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Did you change schools a lot when you were a kid?
Kinda. I moved around a little bit. I've from like Nevada, Wyoming, Idaho, different places.
Yeah.
Decree lives out west. Have you ever seen any bears, Decree?
I have seen some bears. I been to Yellowstone quite a few times. Seen some bears over there. Seen some moose over there too. That was pretty cool. It was back when I was a younger lad, but it's been a while since I've been really out in the outdoors. I mean, I feel like being in Idaho is kind of the outdoors, but
you're in the city in Idaho.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Boise, it's like a little area off of Boise Meridian.
Right.
I mean, we all know that.
Yeah. So would you watch or read our children's book, Bare Naked Lady Bears? It's a band about bears.
Bare Naked Lady Bears. I like the name. Bare Naked Lady Bears. You have to add, I think the second bears is what adds it.
Yes. Bare Naked Lady
Yeah,
Bears. Thank you.
and makes it different enough from the band that, you know.
And it makes it edgy,
conflict.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Bare Naked
Bears.
Yeah.
I don't want my kid to be watching, that's what I would think if I was a parent, but then I'm not a parent. But if I were, I'd say, okay, I accept it. It's just a cute children's idea. They're not actually showing nudity.
Right, and like Tori said, animals are already naked, so I mean, if they're wearing clothes and then taking off the clothes, is that different? Is that showing a different message?
True, that's a good point. Bears don't have clothes.
Yeah.
They don't need that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your call, Decree. We're going to open up the line for any other questions that we have for Tori, but we always enjoy hearing your voice, and thank you for calling in.
For sure. Thank you guys. I figured I'd just say, hey, nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you, Tori, and you guys have a great day.
Thank you very much,
you
Decree.
too.
See you later.
Later,
Look
guys.
at my bears. This bear is playing drums, and it's got a haircut.
These are great, Bear. Zach, I know you might put down your work a lot, but I really do love your drawings a lot.
Thank you.
They're awesome. They're just
Thank you.
very, they come from you, and they're not, you're not trying to be like, I feel like there's no pretension with your art. Comes from a pure place, I think.
Well, thank you, Tori. You didn't have to say
I'm
that.
not BSing you. That's 100% true.
Well, thank you very much. That's a great compliment, and I thank you. I put this bear playing the drums and see a closer look.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. Now Tori's work though, I don't know if people have been following along, but
yeah, I'm not too far, but
has created a hotcake bunny,
and
and
it's a little light, but there's a hotcake bunny right there.
See, I can see, Tori. The thing about your work, my work, is I don't think it could ever be seen anywhere except here. But I feel like your work would be seen right now if Cartoon Network, a top executive is watching. They would say, we have to put that on the air. Contact Tori right after this, and of course you and I will go into like a 70-30 deal where you'll give me 30% consulting. And
naturally,
we could go make a show for Cartoon Network, move out to Burbank, make a lot of big hits.
Yeah, making those hits.
A lot of people are saying they had the same dreams as mine about school, and they did ask, because I was drawing, I missed some of the comments. So they did ask, Tori, did you go to art school?
Yeah,
You
I
did go to art school?
I did go to art school.
Okay. Which art school?
I went to school in Philadelphia at a school called University of the Arts.
Okay.
And they have an animation program there. And you learn about a lot of different kinds of animation. So like 2D, 3D, stop motion. I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of,
Great. We have a caller. Welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. It's a wonderful Wednesday. Come on in.
It's a wonderful Wednesday to you too, Zach and Tori. How are you?
Thank you.
Hi, we're good.
I'm doing
How are you
great.
doing?
I'm doing good. This is Brian calling
Brian.
Atlanta, Georgia.
It sounds pretty familiar.
This is Brian.
Yeah.
Is this Brian, the talented director behind Crowhand?
Yes, indeed. It is the husband of Victoria Cook.
Yeah.
Okay.
The very talented Victoria Cook.
Congratulations, Brian. You're a lucky man.
I am. Thank you so much for saying that. Tori's the best, and her art's the best. And I'm just watching you guys do it right now. It's pretty great. I love the bunny flapjacks.
Well, that was a caller suggestion, so.
I heard. Yeah, that's great. And
Doesn't it make you just want to eat? Doesn't it make you want to just right now go to an international house of flapjacks and get a pancake?
Absolutely. I think a short stack is in order.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to call and say it is indeed a wonderful Wednesday, and keep up the great drawings. And
thank you.
I will talk to you guys later, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
All right. Thanks for the
A lot of
call.
people in the
Thanks
chat.
for
I
the
don't know if
encouragement.
he's seeing, but a lot of people love Crowhand, and a lot of people are asking about it. So nice work
thanks
to
so much.
you and Tori.
Yeah, all you got to do is, if people want to see it, it's just Google Crowhand, and it'll come up pretty quickly, and you can check it out. It's not as cute and cuddly as these drawings, but if you're into something gross,
Thank you.
you can check out Crowhand. Thanks,
Keep
guys.
an eye out for William. Thank you very much, Brian.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See ya. So this is Bare Naked Lady Bears, the poster. It's something that I think I added text to it. It's coming out of the bass guitar. It's a 3-piece band. I haven't decided on the characters' names yet. Maybe our callers or viewers can help us. If you'd like to decide on the names, just let us know. We'll write them in. Or we'll leave them blank and you can write them in if you ever decide to swap for it. It's a thick paper. It's pretty thick.
I'd swap for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
great.
totally swap.
Maybe
you
I'll
for
swap
it.
for the bunnies
Yeah.
and you'll swap each other.
Yeah.
Or we can get someone who's viewing. I know a lot of people want to try and make a swap. And now Visk says his fiance is enraptured with your work, Tori.
Aw,
He's
thanks
getting
a lot.
married this June. He invited us to his wedding, and he said his fiance actually made the wedding invites, and they're very creative. So
Wow.
I think to have respect from one artist to another is very powerful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where is the wedding taking
I think
place?
it's in Connecticut.
Oh, that's great.
That's right. So what are some of your hobbies outside of drawing and working on creative endeavors?
Video games, but I gotta say, like, I don't play like every single game that comes out, but if there's a really good game, like, I'll play the heck out of it. So
Okay. That's great.
yeah.
So right now the bunny, should that be the Bears manager or an acquaintance?
Yeah, he's their manager. I gotta
Okay.
give him a little tie and a collar to show that even though I'm sure a lot of band managers don't dress up like this formally, but this is a kid's book and everything has to be very representational.
Yes.
So we're gonna make him look very like official, like someone respectable that you would expect to manage a band.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, the tie. Yes.
Yeah, and then I didn't even finish his feet yet, but he's gonna have these little feet here. And
I'm the Bare Naked Lady Bears manager. Nice to meet you. My name is Milton.
He's got his hand out, ready for a handshake or maybe payment for
Yes, the gig.
the gig. He's
Yes.
there after the gig happens,
And in
collecting
this,
the payment.
They don't get paid in cash or bitcoins. They get paid in salmon.
Yeah. So here's a salmon. They're gonna hand that over to him. Rainbow trout.
We performed that gig for you at Lollapalooza. We want that payment, what we agreed on.
There you go. Is that around anymore, Lollapalooza?
I think so. Yes. in
Still goes
Chicago.
on.
Are there any music festivals that we could do a pun of for our bears that they play at? Bear, like Bonnaroo.
Bear.
Maybe they have they start out in the first series of our book. They open for Bonnie Bear. The
Bonnie Bear.
Right. Bonnie Bear is a musician that they open for, and they aspire to be as famous as Bonnie Bear, but then they end up being better than Bonnie Bear, and he gets jealous. And
Yeah.
that book will teach people about jealousy. It's not something you want to have.
It's a
Just
sequel.
Shrug it off. Get rid of the jealousy.
Yeah.
Visk says one should at least be named Tanya, one of the bears.
One of the bears.
Right.
Yeah.
Which one would you see a Tanya?
Let me take a good look at them. I think this one could be a Tanya.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah, that's a
don't
good
know.
one. So we'll say this is Tanya.
Yeah.
Tanya. Y-A. Tanya.
Tanya.
I wrote it underneath her feet, so you know. If you'd like to name the other bears, give us a call at 413-961-4263, or just email us or send us a chat in the Adult Swim chat. I'm reading it. I have a computer. It's a MacBook. It's a 2015 model. It's a Retina display. I can read all the comments and chats. Now, I want to add another character, but I don't know who we should add. If I even have any space on the top of my drawing here. I'll just start up here. I'll do another bear. I'll add, you know what? I made it a 3-bear band. I'm going to make it a 4-bear band. This will be a bear up here.
What do you think the manager's name should be?
I originally said Milton, but now I don't know
That's
if I
right.
like that as much.
Oh, I like Milton. He can be Milton. Milton can be like the guy who, you know, he really likes the band, but he's just not a musician. It's just not in his blood, but he's still like a good, you know, friend who's going to help support them, and I'll call him Milton.
Okay. That sounds great.
Milton, Tanya.
Milton, Tanya, and then we got to come up with these
Yeah.
other. I'm working on a 3rd bear, and we got to come up with the other 3 bears' names.
There's Milton, and that's the trout. Sorry, it's the salmon that they're getting paid in salmon. So
That's great.
yeah,
It's just a little. It can be a trout. I think bears will eat trout. They're not too picky.
yeah.
That's what they say. Their manager says, Milton. He says, our bears aren't too picky. They'll eat a trout or a salmon, whatever you like to give us. This bear will be playing the cymbal. It looks like it might just be a sandwich, though, because my drawing is not as good as Tori's. But it's a fun instrument to play. I played it over the weekend at a family member's house.
Symbol. Oh, I don't think that looks like a sandwich at all.
Okay, thank you.
It looks like is that a tambourine with
A
yeah,
tambourine, that's it. Tambourine.
big in the 70s.
That's
I think
right.
every band had a tambourine in the
tambourines
70s.
are big. There's a little
Yeah.
bear playing tambourine. Playing it right into the Tanya's ear. Tanya, can you hear me? Turn up my volume is what she's saying. Turn up my volume.
Yeah.
We're the Bare Naked Lady Bears. I think it will be a good hit.
Yeah,
But
four's a good number for
Yes.
bears in a band, I think.
Yes. I realized there are other shows that have 3 bears in them, and we need to stray from those. So we
Yeah.
have to have one more bear. And then maybe this bear that's playing the tambourine isn't a bear, and it's a chipmunk. A little chipmunk, and it's disguising itself as a little bear.
Yeah, he does look like a chipmunk a little bit.
But the Bare Naked Lady Bears are too nice and say, no, we just can't. Well, we accept everybody. You are a bear to us. You grew up with us. You're a little smaller than us, but you help out in the band and you play the tambourine.
Yeah.
So you're a little tambourine chipmunk. And you can come on tour with us. We'll spend a lot of money. We'll have a lot of parties together. It'll be really fun.
That's a good message about inclusivity, you know.
Yes. Someone says there needs to be a leech. Visk says Lester Leach. Their agent should be Lester Leach.
A leech. The agent. Okay, not the manager.
They said the drummer looks like a Lawrence, and I couldn't agree more.
I'll draw the leech.
I'll make this a Lawrence.
I don't really know what leeches look like. I'm going to use my imagination on this one.
They're just like a big slug, right?
Yeah. I'm going to draw a fancy looking leech, though that might be a little scarier for the younger readers, but
We'll make the singer
my
Ursula.
best.
That's another comment in the chat. Ursula. Ursula. Ursula, the bear.
Yeah.
Ursula. If you combine like a celebrity nickname.
Zach, how many people are in the chat?
Right now we have 235.
Wow. That blows my mind. That's a lot of people, I think.
I'm
you know?
grateful for every single one
Yeah.
of them. And I know I sometimes make jokes and say things that I don't take as much serious, but I am very serious that we have that many people watching us on 1 p.m. at 1 p.m. on Wednesday.
They could be doing anything
They could
else.
be eating lunch.
but
They
they're
could be
not.
watching
They're-
YouTube music videos.
Yeah.
They could be watching Crowhand again,
Yeah.
but they're watching
Yeah.
us.
Exactly.
And it just jumped up to 237.
All right.
We have a few not too many minutes left, but we have enough minutes left for maybe a caller or two. So if you'd like to get in a call, if you'd like to have an interaction with us, we would love to cross paths with you. Give us a call at 413-961-4263.
All right, I'm about done with Lester here.
Okay, Lester the Leech
This
is
is
our
Lester
agent.
the Leech.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, he's might be, like I said, he's a little intimidating, maybe to
real
the younger
bloodsucker.
readers. Yeah. So, but now is Lester a good guy or a
I
bad
think Lester
guy?
should be good. I
Yeah.
think people think Lester is like, hey, he's just going to try and suck your blood and
Yeah.
take as much money from the bears, the bare naked lady bears. But you find out Lester is actually trying to defend them from other powers in the music industry, the vapid, turbulent music industry. So Lester is a good fellow.
Yeah.
Lester
Yeah.
and Milton, they work together as a team, and I can already see it being a success.
Yeah. The rabbit and the leech.
Right.
It's a classic
That's
relationship.
And in
really.
fact, I think we could make a spin-off of this, maybe even into another book or a children's show called Rabbit Leech. And it's just Milton and Lester and their tales of their, similar to Angry Beavers maybe. They just go on
Yeah.
quests and they solve music business related issues.
The
Mm.
possibilities are endless.
They are.
You know, you
We
can
just-
deal with rabbit problems. You can deal with leech problems.
Absolutely.
You know.
We do have a comment that said "Cute Leech" by Brave Meat.
All
Brick.
right. Thanks. By who?
Brave Meat Brick. Brave.
Thanks,
M-E-A-T,
Brave Meat Brick.
Brave Meat Brick. And I think it looks great, Tori. I think we're really on to something. I know you brought your paints, but I don't think we'll actually be able to get to those
Yeah.
today.
We're running out of time.
Unfortunately. And this has been a wonderful Wednesday. It's gone by really, really quick. We only have a few minutes left. If anyone has any questions, I do invite them to come on and ask Tori. 413-961-4263. So what's next, Tori? What's after William plays at the festivals? Do you have any other ideas? Any future upcoming projects?
Yeah, there's a few ideas upcoming, but it is a little hard to sort of pin down. Unfortunately, like it's tough to know what the next definite idea is going to be. But you can rest assured, something's on the way.
It will be a film, a short film. Do you ever
Yeah.
have an idea to maybe make a feature?
Yeah. In fact, we've talked openly about writing the script for the Gwilliam feature,
Okay.
which would be something else, man.
So when people go see William, they'll understand a feature is definitely necessary. You want to find more about this.
I wouldn't
creature.
say it's necessary, but a possibility. I'll say that.
It sounds like we have a caller.
Yeah, let's talk to them.
I feel like I hear someone breathing. Oh, there's a voice.
Hey,
Hello.
how you guys
Hello?
doing?
Hi, we're doing great.
Dude.
Who's this?
Hey, how you guys doing on a swap shop on this beautiful, beautiful day?
Oh, we're doing wonderful. How are
Yeah.
you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm not tuned in just because I'm on the road right now.
Oh, that's okay.
Next suppose I'm back at it again with another one. Just want to wish you guys a great day, and hoping that you guys doing good.
Hey, we're doing great, Nick. When you get back off the road, first thing you should do if you're traveling, get into a motel, connect on the Wi-Fi. Don't check in if they don't have Wi-Fi, but connect with the Wi-Fi. Get on adultswim.com/videos/streams and look at the archive for William Street Swap Shop and watch today's episode because Tori is bringing a lot of artwork and a lot of wonderful talent to the table.
Zach, all right, how many times I tell you this? You already know I watch every William Street Swap Shop, okay? You know because I'm your little brother, I'm your little bro.
That's right, you
Okay.
are. You're a
And it
talented
kind of
little guy.
offend me a little bit that you think that I wouldn't watch it right when I have the chance to.
Okay.
Because I will.
I'm sorry that I offended you.
No, you didn't offend me. It's just like you should know that you do a great job, and I'm proud of you being my big bro. So I'm always going to support you and check you out.
Thank you.
Bug, bug.
Well, we have, while you're on the phone real quick, can we help you name our last bear? It looks like we have Lawrence the drummer, Ursula the singer, Tanya the bass player. We need to name the little bear, who may also be a chipmunk that plays tambourine. And we have Milton the
call
manager,
it-
who's a bunny, and Lester the leech,
Yeah.
who's their agent. It's a great cast of characters.
You think which one is better? Okay, you tell me which one better.
Okay.
Which
Okay,
one's better?
Oh, you're gonna come up
Oh,
with
yeah,
names
which
and I'll
one's
tell
better?
you.
Uncle Chonky, you know what I mean?
Okay, we have
Or-
our Uncle Chonky.
Or Lil Big Bug.
I'm leaning towards Uncle Chonky.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think?
I like Little Big Bug, but
Little Big Bug.
yeah.
because it makes you, it's ominous. You know
What
what I
about
mean?
little?
Bill or Big?
What about little
Uncle,
Chonky
Little Chonky.
or Uncle
Bill
Big
Big
Bug?
Chonky?
Little.
That'd be good.
Okay.
Bill Big Chonky.
Little. How do you spell that?
Lil, so that way it's like a rapper.
Okay. Lil and then little Big Chonky.
Yeah, can you hashtag that for me, and I'll hashtag it when I get on Twitter today?
Sure. How do you spell Chonky?
CHONKY.
Okay. Little Big Chonky. Hashtag Little Big Chonky is the final bear that also may be a chipmunk, and it plays tambourine.
I'm really happy that I called in at this time.
We're really happy that you called in as
Yeah.
well, Nicholas, and we hope you make it to your final destination safe and sound. And
I'm going to Salem. We're gonna go. I'm going with Pup to for her birthday to a witch museum.
oh, be careful in
Oh,
Salem.
Yeah.
Be very careful there. There's a lot of creatures up there. Stephen King made a book about it, and they made a movie into it. It's a blue vampire. Be careful of that. But enjoy yourself,
I'll watch
and
that.
unfortunately we do have to go, Nicholas, and we appreciate your call as always. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for calling.
Okay, I love you guys.
We love you
Have a
too.
good
Love you
day.
too.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. We'll give Nicholas 10% of our funds if we actually, this is a
Yeah.
verbal agreement on camera. Nick, you can have 10% of our funds when this is funded
Yeah.
as a series or children's book.
Zach, you're generous, and
Thank
that's
you,
why
Tori.
people like you so much.
Well, you have to give credit where credit is due, and Little Big Chonky, I think, will be a star in the show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for tuning in to our audience, and thank you, Tori. It's been a real pleasure having you here, and our time is unfortunately up.
Yeah.
Do you have any last things you'd like to say or talk about?
Just thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun, and thanks for letting me talk about my different projects, and
Oh, you're welcome.
it was
Anytime.
fun drawing with you.
And I think everybody in the chat on Adult Swim would agree that they would love to have you back. I would love to have you back to continue working on our show.
Anytime.
Maybe we'll make an episode next in a few
Yeah.
Wednesdays from now.
Yeah.
When everybody's always trying to get on the show, so it's difficult to find a schedule. But when we get you
Absolutely.
in, we'll bring you on.
We'll
well,
expand on this.
Right.
This
Maybe
year.
an episode. We'll start on an
Yeah.
episode. Well, thank
Got
you
it.
very much, Tori, and
Thank
thank you
you.
for tuning in. You're welcome.
Yeah. Can we shake hands?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do
Thank
it.
you for tuning in. It's been a wonderful
Yeah.
Wednesday. And stick around. Crosswords is coming up next. We love you very much. Thanks for watching.